Prayer, why do we neglect it? How can you pray consistently if you do not know what to pray for? Draw up a prayer list. This request list should contain all the needs and desires for yourself, your family, church members, friends, and other Christians that you can and must pray for. In drawing up a prayer list, it would be easier for some people to think about what things need to be increased, decreased, strengthened, weakened, prevented, encouraged, awakened, or suppressed, in number or intensity. You may write down various things, such as your high monthly household electricity bill, the vehicle you desire, the body weight your wife would like to lose, the missionary efforts in China, the $1 billion you want for your family, or the special bicycle your son asked you for. This list will provide you with some kind of structure for your prayer life. Seeing the things written down will also assist in identifying which of these desires are actually sinful, such as the enormous amount of money. Since that which is sinful should not really be requested from God, you will then refrain from asking God for such things. Identify your desired outcomes from prayer, write these things down. You will then know which direction or with which goal in mind you should pray. Even if God gives you everything you ask for, you should not expect to have it all in your possession or life. This is simply because the things you ask of God should not only be material, in other words tangible things, and because the temporal things you ask of God should not only be for yourself, but for others as well. You may also ask God to work miracles in your life. Not everyone will receive the miracles they desire from God. It was not because Gideon questioned the angel about the lack of God's miracles among his people, Judges 6 verse 13, that he received the miraculous victory over the hundreds of Midianite soldiers, with an army of only 300 Israelites, Judges 7. You can, however, still be bold in your prayers and ask God to work in miraculous ways that others have never considered or thought of, simply because they regard these as impossible. If these were not impossible things, they would not be regarded as miracles. It is not impossible to believe the impossible. A miracle does not, however, have to be great, noteworthy, or observable by others. When performing miracles, God is not only able to enlarge what is good, but He is also able to weaken what is bad. Bad things may therefore lose their strength and power as a result of God's intervention. You may therefore ask God to make alcohol taste awful in the mouth of your alcoholic mother, so that she no longer has a desire for it, Isaiah 24 verse 9. Request Him to make your drug-addicted brother feel extremely nauseous when abusing drugs again, so that he will never again touch any narcotics. Read your local newspaper reports. Some Christians pray for the major things but neglect to pray for the basic things. They pray for international issues but not for local matters. Believers pray for the spread of the gospel in other countries, for the president of their country, for the school their children attend, the high taxes and other big things. They, however, fail to pray for the high teenage pregnancy rate, woman abuse, sexual assault, child abuse, gang violence, robberies, burglaries, murders, alcohol dependence, drug abuse, and the many single mothers in their local communities. Looking at issues such as these, for example, the simple reason why you must pray is because others do not pray. Believers seem content to read about these social ills in their local newspapers or on their news feeds. They do not bring the pain from the strain their communities experience before God. Why do some Christians not cry out to God about the many innocent people being killed in their neighborhoods? It is as if they do not realize that they serve a personal God, who is not far away, but close to them, and who is concerned about their daily activities. In Jeremiah 23 verse 23, God posed this question, "Am I a God at hand, saith the Lord, and not a God afar off?" It is thus erroneous to reason that when a person wanders far from God, God is not still near to them. Many believers do not realize that even when they misplace or lost something small such as their house key or a $100 bill, they may actually ask God to show them where it is, in other words, to help them remember where they last put it, had it, or used it.